Hey friends, it's July. Let's do a July garden tour. Super hot out here and humid. Let's head to the pumpkin patch first. Isn't this corn crazy? I'm so happy. So we're starting to get tassels forming and the pollen on them, which is good because we got some silks forming. So I will help hand pollinate as needed. The pumpkins, basically all the squashes and melons have really taken off immensely. It's really hot out, so they're happy. We had crazy rain, and I actually haven't been out over here in like 2 days, and they've doubled in size, at least doubled in size. And we got blackberries to harvest, so I got to do that today. Elderberries to harvest. These I gave a lot of fertilizer to, and they're finally doing something. That compost is junk. Sweet potatoes taken off, raspberries massive as ever. So yeah, this is what I was hoping for, was to have a pumpkin patch that I could hardly walk through. And we're getting there. I've been staying on top of squash bug hunting every other night, and I treated the stems with some dead bug dusting powder stuff, and at the base to kill the borers as well. Some things that the videos haven't come out yet, so you might not know about this yet, but we planted this up last minute with some like melons and cucumber, I think. I already forgot. Let's look at the tree. Oh, I didn't show you the blueberries. So we got more raspberries coming in. These are coming in later than the ones over there, so we have a whole nother harvest soon. Grape plant is going for it. Love that. Super excited to have a bunch of grapes in the future years. And here's all our blueberries. And clearly some weeds I need to take care of. Okay. Walk around to this side. Look at the pears. I don't think these are ready till the fall, which is okay. I'll wait. There's only 4. Another one there. I put a little dead bug powder on them, just in case that would help with like earwigs and stuff. Chojuro and honey, Drip and Honey. It's a 2-in-1 Asian pear tree, so there's branches of both grafted on there. And so last year that it just grew, didn't flower. This year it flowered. Next year it's going to be a really big harvest of fruit, I think, the first year ever. Onions, we're going to harvest those today in a different video. Oh, look at my hand. Holy moly. Whoa, I've never seen an onion that big. And we got a fall crop going here because I killed mine on the inside, the seedlings I started before. These are beautiful containers. Sweet potatoes in this compost pile are doing amazing. We had a bunch of crazy wind, and so the sunflowers are leaning. I should probably just rip them out. Garlic came out of this bed, and we planted dill and beets and carrots for a fall crop, and then medicinal herb area, and then some kale. I'm already sweating. Nasturtiums are looking okay. And these are shallots next to the onions, and then these are leeks. And mint, chamomile, so 3 mints, a chamomile, blue spice basil, stevia, some carrots I let go to seed. Peas, I'm just leaving alone, letting them die back, and letting, some of these I could harvest. They're still good, but the other ones, I'm gonna collect the seed because I'm getting low. Roma tomatoes, looking pretty darn good. About to have a whole bunch of them ready. Beets, ooh, look at the size of these. Finally, I can harvest some of them. I haven't had a single golden beet yet this year. Oh, and then we have cilantro that still has not bolted. It's July 15th, and because they're hiding behind the tomatoes and being shaded a lot, they haven't bolted, which is great. Pepperbed's doing awesome. Wear container growing challenge is what I'm kind of thinking of it as. And we put sweet potatoes in just regular old bags. Hung one on the fence, got 4 down here. They're not grow bags, they're just like grocery store bags or free bags you get from this or that. And the one hanging on the fence looks awesome. It's beautiful the way it's draping down. I'll show you when we get closer. I have no idea when eggplants are ready, but we have 2 that are growing. Ooh, that one's, Tomatillos are doing great. This one's the one I've been waiting, because once it starts to grow out of the husk, it's ready to harvest. So this one's just about ready. And we can squeeze through here. Oh, chive, parsley, Italian basil, sweet potato. Got some more herbs like marjoram, rosemary, thyme, sweet potato. Phew. Oh, look at this. Yard-long beans. That's what they're called. Many starting. Oh my gosh, do you see that? I think that one's a yard long. I think I should harvest that one today. And then borage is just kind of flopped over. Sweet potato there, celery. Let me see. Celery's not ready to harvest yet. Sweet potato. Back here, I decided to try some melons. I know it's kind of shaded back here, but I didn't know what else to do with those. So here's the back side of the cattle panel. Cherry tomatoes there, a bunch to harvest. Our slicers, so we have our Black Beauty tomatoes. Ooh, we got a whole bunch here. Strawberries are done. They're just soaking up the sun now. Recharging for next year, because they're all June bearing. And then we have our black crims here. Have a whole bunch. And then we have a Thorburn, and that might be the only 3 we have of the slicers. Savory, oregano, yeah, and that's sage. And then cucumbers are coming up finally. These nasturtiums are in the way. I didn't know they got so big. I had no idea they got so big. So they're kind of crowding the cucumber plants, and I'm waiting for the cucumber plants to just grow big and explode and start growing up, but they're not. Yeah, we'll just walk through here anyways. Green stalks, just look at those. Glorious. Hiding back here, I have some more sweet potato and catnip. And a currant bush there that never does very much, so we'll just ignore it. Oh, we got more tomato plants to trellis up. First year echinaceas there. Too much calendula, I feel like. And yeah, here's the front side of the cattle panel. Top 3 tiers of this green stalk and that green stalk are dragon tongue. We've already had our first harvest. Now we got to come out here and harvest our first harvest of provider, because the top 3 tiers in the middle green stalk is provider, and then we just have flowers in the bottom 2 tiers of both. Top 3 easy to reach and productive. So yay, that's amazing. And then the other side of the pepper bed. I'm sure there's some peppers out here to harvest too. It's been hot, humid, rainy, and the mosquitoes are crazy at that time, so I definitely need to come out and harvest. Look at the size of those 2 pepper plants. I'm gonna get those today too. Okay, now here's more pole beans. And these are for the neighbors to help themselves too, so I'm gonna tell them they need to come out and get them now because some of them are too big already. These will be a little tough. They shouldn't get quite so big. Okay, so they need to do that. Or I will. I will today if they don't. We got a little celery tucked back here. And then the pole beans in that grow bag climbing up this side. And then there should be pole bean right there, taking its time, crawling up the other side. Because the roly-polies kept eating the seedlings, so I had to keep replanting over and over again. See, this is the sweet potato that I said was like beautiful and glorious looking, just hanging down like that. Like, even if you didn't want sweet potatoes, just to have it as a hanging basket would be glorious. I think I want to go ahead and harvest those carrots out. They've been in there for a long time. Sweet potatoes are taking over my space. Gladiolus bulbs are about to bloom. We got dahlia tucked back there. No flowers yet. Really hard to get to. Compost bin, back side of the medicinal area. And then finally, I replanted the pole bean seeds here too. And I put down some dead bug powder so the roly-polies would stay away from them this time. I'm just waiting for them to grow up a little bit higher, get a little more sunlight, latch onto here, and climb up this side. Because, oh, this is a massive grape plant. Look how amazing. I keep spraying for aphids, and they won't die. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do it again. But the grapes growing up it. The grape's supposed to be growing along the fence, and pole beans are supposed to be growing up it. And both sides have failed because of the roly-polies. It's annoying. Yeah. And this is our little, it kind of feels like a little hidden room when everything's growing, because on that side's corn, that side's the elderberries, and then like the tomato cage here, and then the wall of peas here. So when we want to have a fire, we kind of feel like our own secluded room, except that all these houses around us are 2 stories, so kind of hard to feel like you have privacy. I so want to live out in the country someday. Someday. Keep the dream alive, right? Okay, we're just gonna walk through the landscaping up front real quick. Just, there's people working in the neighbor's house next door, so I'm not gonna stop and talk and all that. We'll just do one quick walk through real quick. Whew, it's hot out there. It says it's 87 out with the heat index of 96 or 97 or something like that, but it's hotter than that out there. The humidity is insane here in the Midwest. So if you have dry heat, count your blessings. Even though it can be really, really hot, it's not sticky and disgusting. I used to live in dry heat, so I would definitely prefer that. But there's a garden tour. So have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to like and subscribe. I hope that your gardens are growing well, and I'll pop up some videos for you to watch. See you later. Bye.